Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I think it was yesterday when I made a video on an article stating that or claiming that China wants a spy base in Cuba. So they want to open one so they can, spy on the United States of America and so on. The United States obviously was not happy about it, and it felt threatened by such a mild move. Why do I say mild move? Because I think that's mild compared with, let's say, China having some defense missile systems over there to defend, I don't know, the Caribbean countries behind Cuba, south of Cuba, east of Cuba, you know what I mean? I think that would have been a little bit more threatening. So that's why I think this is a mild threat. And the United States obviously is very upset about it because only United States is allowed to plant missiles in countries close to other countries like Poland and Romania. But other countries are not allowed to do the same thing because that's how justice works. Justice is not something that works across the board. It's something that works for some and for some doesn't. You know, the rule is situational. But now we have the White House, a weasel whose name is not disclosed because it's anonymous, or he doesn't want to lose his job, or whatever is going on. You know, this kind of breaking news that they don't tell you who the hell broke the news, saying that actually China has had a spy base in Cuba since 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. That's about what? 4 years. And what did the United States do about it? Nothing so far. So now let's see if they will do anything, and if they cannot do anything, because whatever they do, if they act, is going to be a big problem in a lot of fronts. So let's see what's going on here in this article coming from Associated Press. Okay, it says US confirms China has had a spy base in Cuba since at least 2019. China has been operating a spy base in Cuba since at least 2019, part of a global effort by Beijing to upgrade its intelligence gathering capabilities, according to a Biden administration official. Okay, what would that Biden administration official might be? The official, who was not authorized to comment publicly and spoke on the condition of anonymity, said that U.S. intelligence community has been aware of China's spying from Cuba and a larger effort to set up intelligence gathering operations around the globe for some time. So why is it broken up just right now? Why do we find out? Because these guys supposedly knew about it. I think they were in the dark. You know, like Dio's song, like a rainbow in the dark. So anyway, the Biden administration has stepped up efforts to thwart the Chinese push to expand its spying operations and believe it has made some progress through diplomacy. I don't even know what that means. And other unspecified action, I can specify them for you if you want. Threats, blackmail, and regime change, and sometimes direct invasion. But hey, they didn't do with China that. They do it in, in Taiwan and in South Korea, in that area. The existence of the Chinese spy base was confirmed after the Wall Street Journal reported on Thursday that China and Cuba had reached an agreement in principle to build an electronic eavesdropping station on the island. The journal reported China planned to pay a cash-strapped Cuba billions of dollars as part of the negotiations. So the White House called the report inaccurate. So someone is lying, or some are lying. And I'm quoting, I've seen the press report, it's not accurate, John Kirby said. And I'm quoting again, what I can tell you is that we have been concerned since day one of this administration about China's influence activities around the world. No, you were concerned with Russia, and that's all. I remember Tucker yelling almost every other day about China being the main threat, not Russia, but you were like, hey, get out of here. Certainly in this hemisphere and this region, and we're watching this very, very closely. I think you're in the dark. The US intelligence community, okay, these smart guys, handsome, strong, intelligent, smart guys from the US intelligence, had determined Chinese spying from Cuba has been an ongoing matter and is not a new development, the administration officials said. Cuban Deputy Foreign Minister Carlos Fernandez de Cosio also refuted the report in a Twitter post Saturday. So he said, no, it was not. The slanderous speculations continues, I'm quoting, evidently promoted by certain media to cause harm and alarm without observing minimum patterns of communication and without providing data or evidence to support what they disseminate, he wrote. Well, that's the whole point. They don't provide data, evidence, and so on, because that's the way they operate. If they feel that way, it must be true. If I feel that China has some spy base in Cuba, it must be true because I say so. These are those times when only some are allowed to feel in a certain way, and that feel is reality, but others are not. They cannot use the same thing. Like, I feel that way. No, you can't. Let's use facts and logic and evidence on you, but on us, we can feel. And if we feel, it is. So either way, it is no smoke without a fire. Is there any? Are there any Chinese operatives, agents in Cuba? Why not? I think they are. With the full knowledge of the Cuban government, yes, and without full knowledge. Not that I'm not going to go there anyway. But nevertheless, even if they have a eavesdropped technological blah 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 spy surveillance, so these guys, the Russians, have been doing that around United States for years with ships. There was a ship by Miami a few years ago, if I remember correctly, outside of the territorial waters of the United States of America. It was on South Florida, somewhere around that area. So they do this routinely, like a lot of Russian nuclear submarines are a little bit outside of America's territorial waters. So what can I do with them? Nothing. So we'll find out anyway. I think this is just a reason to inflame some, to create a false, how should I put it, narrative of aggression and tension and, threats and blackmail and all that. I don't think it's anything else. Extraordinary, out of the extraordinary, whatever is going on over there, whatever is happening. But they use it as a political tool, and people out of the ordinary, not extraordinary. Anyway, so if it's over there, if the Americans have a plan with Cuba, they would use that as justification to do what they do best: bring democracy and freedom. And then they rebuild those countries. A good example is Iraq or Iraq. Go and see it for yourselves. Do you see those big skyscrapers over there? Oh my God! The new Middle East, how's that, financial system hub. Make me laugh, man. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.